If you think becoming a certified coach in 2026 is what will get you clients, you are completely wrong. Because after working with hundreds of coaches over the last 5 years, helping them get to 10, 20, and even 30K months, there's a very clear pattern that keeps even the greatest of certified coaches stuck. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through what's actually happening in the coaching industry right now and why so many good coaches are still stuck without clients, and what needs to change going into 2026 if you want coaching to actually be a real business for you. And to explain this properly, we need to start with the biggest mistake almost all coaches are making right now. But in order for this to make sense, I need to paint you a picture. Imagine someone spends years learning how to become an incredible chef. They master flavors, techniques, presentation, and they're genuinely great at cooking. Then they decide to open up a restaurant. Now, as the weeks go by, no customers walk in and every table is empty. Now, most people in that situation wouldn't say, I need to become a better chef. They'd realize, I need to learn how to get people through the door. But when it comes to coaching, people do the complete opposite. They launch their coaching business, clients don't come, and instead of learning how to get those people through that door, what do? Well, they go and get another certification and then another and then another. And they do this because it feels productive, because it just feels safe. It feels like progress. But here's the thing, certifications, they teach you how to coach, but they don't teach you how to get coaching clients. But even coaches who don't keep getting certifications still end up stuck. But what are they doing? Well, once they realize that certification alone isn't bringing in clients, they start doing as much as possible. They start posting random content. They try different niches every few months. They change their offer. They lower their prices. They build webinars. They try challenges. They offer free sessions. Even saying all of that is making me tired. And every single time that one of these things doesn't work, they assume that the problem is the strategy. So what do? They jump to another one. So they stay busy, but nothing actually moves forward. And the frustrating part is that they are working hard, they are showing up, and they're actually trying. But it's just not their fault because nobody ever showed them what needs to happen after you become certified to get coaching clients. So this is what you need to do to actually get high-ticket coaching clients. And we've helped over 150 coaches in the last 12 months. So we have a predictable system in order to get clients. So we call it the 3C system. Now, the first problem even great coaches face is that nobody knows they exist. And you might be brilliant at what you do, but if nobody sees you, nobody can hire you. And you can fix this with organic content or paid ads. And you don't need a huge ad budget either. Even £5 to £10 per day is enough to start putting yourself in front of the right people consistently. That's why the first C is content. Now, once people start seeing you, the next mistake coaches make is expecting clients to just magically book discovery calls without ever speaking to them. But coaching, as you know, is built on trust. And most people need a conversation before they ever commit to working with you. So when people engage with your content, the next step is simple. Speak to them. Understand where they're stuck and see if you can actually help them. And that's why the next C is conversations. Then once you're having conversations with the right people, people who actually need your help, the next step becomes super simple. You just invite them onto a proper call, walk them through how you help, and sign them up if it's a right fit. And that's why the final C is calls. So just remember, content creates attention, conversations build trust and qualification, and calls create conversion. It really is that simple. We've generated anything between £50,000 to £70,000 cash every single month for the last 6 months using this process. So no, certification alone isn't stupid, but relying on certification to get clients is. And if you're a good coach and you want the step-by-step process to build a 6-figure coaching business, then just watch this video here and I'll show you exactly how to do this step by step.